What's my favorite soccer memory with my mom? My favorite memory is when I forgot my bag and gloves to our games in Ohio, and we had to go to a Dunham sports store with Jackson and find gloves that I could get before a game. Something my mom yells during games. She's always by my net, cheering me on when I make a save, but she's pretty quiet. What do I love most about my mom? I love that she's always here for me and caring. She's always nice to me no matter what happens.
I appreciate my mom because during regionals, she kept on coming back and forth from her work to watch me play all the way in Virginia, and that really meant a lot to me.
My favorite memory is probably just the car rides to games. During games, she just yells at me to just stop talking to other kids. And what I love most about her is just how supportive she is.
My favorite soccer memory with my mom is when the COVID pandemic hit. She would always play soccer tennis outside our house with me. She would never scream during games, luckily. And my favorite thing about my mom is when she comforts me when I'm injured or in distress.
My favorite soccer memory with my mom was when she coached my U8 or U10 team that had all my friends on it. My mom doesn't really yell at most of the soccer games. If she does, she'll just yell like, "Go Shane" or something. And I love most about my mom is that she's very hardworking and she's always caring about someone. She always puts someone first instead of herself.
My favorite memory with my mom is our first trip for Supercopa to Dallas, Texas. We were there for like a little over a week and we just had so much fun together, and that memory always sticks with me. I never really hear my mom yell because she's not the loudest person. She just keeps to herself mainly. And the one thing I love most about her is how caring she is and how she always supports what I want to do and follows my dreams.
My favorite memories with my mom is going to all the tournaments and games with her. She doesn't really yell during games. I mean, yeah, that's about it. And what I love about her most is that she's very supportive and she comes to a lot of my games.
Hi Mom, happy Mother's Day. My favorite soccer moment with you is my 3v3 tournament in Columbus, where it was the final day and you drove 2.5 hours just to come and see in the final for a 15-minute game. My favorite thing that you say is, well, I never really hear you on the sidelines, which I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And I love everything about you. I would never be here without your support, and you helped me get through everything, school and the soccer season. Thank you. Love you, Mom.
My favorite soccer memory with my mom is after I made the black team. She was so supportive and happy. One thing my mom yells during my games is "Go number 4." And my favorite thing about my mom is how supportive she is.
Hi Mom, my favorite soccer memory is trying to teach you how to juggle a tennis ball a few years ago, and you're actually pretty good at it. You could get like 5 at a time, which is pretty impressive for somebody who never played soccer. Also, another great memory is the Akron summer camp that you took me to. Also, a few years ago, I had lots of fun with you there. You don't really yell at the games, which I'm very thankful for, but you're always there to support me. And one thing I love most is that you're always consistently there to support me through everything I do.
My favorite soccer memory with my mom has to be all the traveling that we've done over the past couple years. It's just been really fun getting to travel the country with her and see new places. My favorite thing that my mom yells during games has to be whenever I get fouled and she yells, "Hey." It's always funny and really lightens the mood of the game. What I love most about my mom is how supportive and helpful she is. She always helps me with whatever I need and supports us in everything that we do. Love you, Mom.
My favorite memory with my mom is probably just driving all the tournaments and games we have that are away, and just driving from my other sports to soccer after a long day. And my favorite thing that my mom yells is probably "Let's go, Lukey," even though it's sometimes embarrassing, but I still love it. And then the thing I love most about my mom is how supportive and loving she is about everything I do, and now she believes I can do whatever I set my mind to.
Favorite soccer memory I have with my mom is probably not just one thing. It's probably just all of the car rides we have up to the games, because she likes to talk with me a lot, and yeah. And my mom doesn't really yell anything during the games, which I'm pretty thankful for. And what I love about my mom is she's super kind, hardworking, and whenever I come off the soccer field, she doesn't care how I played. She just always tells me that I play well.
My favorite memory with my mom was probably 2022 Supercopa in Florida. And then my mom doesn't yell at games. And what I love most about her is that she's always supportive about whatever I want to do.
Hey everybody, it's Felty. Mom, my favorite soccer memory with you is when we had to drive to some game up in Ohio right on Lake Erie, and we had to turn right back around because it snowed really hard and you couldn't even see the lines on the field. And yeah, I know whenever you yell, "Let's go SCS," I know you mean it from the heart. It means a lot to all of us. We love it. I love it. And Mom, the thing I love about you most is that you're always there for me, always there to push me to my limits. And I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Mom. So, one thing I remember, a memory with you at soccer was we went to some tournament and the ref didn't know what a build out line was, so you decided to try to tell him and he wasn't really having it, and you almost got kicked out of that game with Mr. Dave. That was one memory. Another thing is I'm supposed to tell you what you yell about the games, and off the top of my head right now I could probably think of 50 and like another 60 plus that. So I would say the thing you yell most is when you're mad and you're like, "Go Raiders" or "Go SCS." I would say that's one that you say a lot. And one thing that I really appreciate about you and that really stands out to me is that you always support me in whatever I try to do, and you don't just let me do it, but you give me criticism and help me grow and become better at it, and instead of just doing whatever I want. So yeah, thank you. And I love you, Mom, and happy Mother's Day.